Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is AYUNDRA Farahrisni Pramesti. I am from SMA Negeri 1 Anggana. Today, I want to tell you about a folk tale, namely Siluk and Ayus. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by dense forests, there lived a girl named Siluk and a young man named Ayus. Their village was located at the foot of the mountain that the community believed was the abode of God and supernatural beings. Although they lived in the same village, Siluk and Ayus had different personalities. Siluk was known to be intelligent, wise, and often helped the villagers, while Ayus, who was a young man, was agile, dashing, but sometimes reckless. One day, their village was hit by a severe drought. Rain had not fallen for months, and rice fields began to dry up. The villagers began to run out of food, and water became very scarce. In a desperate situation, the village leader then held a large meeting to find a solution. At the meeting, the village leader told the legend of the magical spring was located at the top of the mountain. The spring was said to be able to provide that water that would not run out, but to reach it, one had to take a very dangerous journey and go through difficult trails. The village leader then asked volunteers to go search for the spring. Without hesitation, Ayus stood up and volunteered to go. He was very confident in his strength and considered the journey a fun adventure. However, Siluk, who saw the serious situation, realized that this journey not only about physical strength, but also required wisdom and patience. She decided to accompany Ayus on the journey. They began a long journey to the top of the mountain. Along the way, they had various obstacles. On the first night, they got lost in the dark forest. Ayus, with his courage, tried to cut his way with a machete. But the more he tried, the more the less became. Siluk then suggested stopping and listening to the sound of nature. With her calmness and wisdom, Siluk managed to find a right direction by following the sound of flowing river behind the trees. After several days of walking, they arrived at the valley full of large rock. They were faced by a large dragon guardian the path to the top of the mountain. Ayus, with great courage, immediately attacked the dragon. However, every time Ayus attacked it, the dragon became very stronger and angrier. Saying this, Siluk then asked Ayus to stop for a moment. Siluk then spoke in a gentle tone to the dragon. "Oh, mountain guardian, we have come not to fight you, but to ask for your help. Our village is in trouble, and we need water from the magical spring to save the people. Please, give us a way." The dragon then silent for a moment, then said, "I appreciate your wisdom, young girl. You might pass, but remember that the greatest challenge still awaits at the top of the mountain." Siluk and Ayus continued the journey until they finally arrived at the top of the mountain, where the magic spring was located. There they were faced with a final test. A supernatural voice said, "To take water from this spring, you must sacrifice that is most precious to you." Ayus, who loved freedom so much, felt confused. He didn't know what was most precious to him. Meanwhile, Siluk, with her heart full of affection for her village, took the necklace her mother gave her, the only thing she had, as a souvenir, and placed it on the edge of the spring. Along with that, the water from the spring began to flow rapidly. They immediately filled the vessel they had brought and returned the village safely. Upon arriving at the village, the water from this spring was used to save the villagers from drought. The village prospered again, and the villagers were very grateful to Siluk and Ayus. From this experience, Ayus learned that courage alone is not enough in facing challenges. Wisdom, patience, and sacrifice are needed. Meanwhile, Siluk was prized by the entire village for her wisdom and sacrifice. This story became a legend in the village, teaching the next generation that courage must always be balanced with wisdom, and that achieve something great must be willing to make sacrifice. The end.